Hi guys, and welcome to my latest video. Now I am so excited about doing this video for you guys because it is the British tag. Da, da, da. Now I was tagged to do this by my lovely sister. If you guys have not checked her out already, she is called TalkBeckyTalk, and I shall link her video below because she is freaking awesome, and she also absolutely loves tea. Like, I have never met anyone in my life that loves tea more than she does. So this tag was just perfect for her. So I will link her video below. So let's get on with it. Question number 1. How many cups of tea do you have a day and how many sugars? I bet Becky was like, oh, I have so many. I, however, don't have as much as a caffeine addiction as my sister. I would say I don't drink a lot of tea. I probably drink maybe like 1 cup, 2 cups a day max. I would say I probably have maybe like 2 sugars in my tea. I know that's really bad, but I don't really like the taste of it. I'm not really a massive fan of tea. I would prefer something like green tea maybe. I do like that a lot because it's really good for the system and it cleanses you. Okay, number 2. Favourite part of your roast? Oh my god, I love roast dinners. They are so amazing. If I could live on roast dinners and not be like the size of a house or maybe like a hotel, then I would, because I absolutely love them. They are so tasty. If you guys don't know what they are, it's normally, I'd say, like a bit of roast meat. So my favourite is like turkey or chicken, but you can get beef, lamb, pork, whatever you want. And then you have like vegetables and obviously the roasted stuff. The roasted stuff is amazing. It's so good. It's like potatoes. Those are my faves. You know, if you guys live in the UK and you've ever been to a restaurant where you can go up as many times as you want and have whatever you want, like roast dinner wise, I nail the potatoes every single time. And I'm one of those people that just keeps piling them on. So someone next to me is like, do you want to like leave some for the rest of us? And it's like, no, these are amazing. I'm going to just nail them all in my face. They're so good. Question number 3. Favourite dunking biscuit? Oh my god, who doesn't love to dunk their biscuit in a cup of tea? Oh, it's so good. Or even in like a hot chocolate. If you're feeling crazy, you could dip like some chocolate in a hot chocolate. Oh, love that. But my favourite biscuit, I mean, I love biscuits. I could eat them until I probably would die. But my favourite would probably have to be good old like rich tea biscuits, because they're so light you almost feel like these are fat free, I can have as many as I want. But they're obviously not, but I love them so much because, yeah, with the dunking and then they go really soft, oh, they're so good. But I usually end up leaving them in there for too long because I get distracted quite easily and I'm like chatting away and then half my biscuit's gone, then you fish it out at the end. Oh, I hate that when you like find it in a lump at the bottom of your tea. Not cool. Okay, number 4. What is your favourite quintessentially, oh that's a very long word, British pastime? I actually have no idea what that means, so I'm going to have to Google that right now because I don't want to come across as being really thick, although I already do now. Okay, so I found out from watching my sister's video, it's stuff like afternoon tea, maybe like tennis, that sort of thing. Becky's already robbed the afternoon tea idea, which I'm going to have to maybe go with as well because I hate tennis. I'm just not a fan. I'm not very coordinated. I tried it like once or twice and I've got like a really strong backhand, so every time I just boot the ball out, it's just not good. So I'd say definitely afternoon tea, which I know is really samey as Becky, but I actually love afternoon tea, and in fact I could just eat it all day long. It doesn't even need to be afternoon tea, it could just be, you know, like the scones and, oh, you get like the strawberries and cream and like the sandwiches, and you're only meant to have a couple because, you know, everyone's really cool and they're really good. I just end up having a lot and I'm like, you're gonna eat that before anyone even gets a chance. Number 5, favourite word. I was gonna say, this is gonna sound really silly, I was gonna say bagel. Now, I know obviously the whole freaking world calls it a bagel, but me and my sister were brought up to say bagel by my mum and dad, and then they just decided one day to ditch us, and then they started calling it a bagel and we just get left calling it bagel. I thought that was British, so I assumed the whole world did that. Well, obviously not the whole world, because not the whole world's Britain. You know what I mean? So I assumed the whole of Britain called it a bagel. So I went into a shop one day and I was like, can I have a bagel please? And they were like, a what? I was like, a bagel? Like, what the hell is a bagel? I was like, well, one of those like bread things with a hole in it, you know, a bagel. And they were like, do you mean a bagel? that's when I realised people don't call it a bagel. So an English word, I guess I would probably say spiffing. Oh, I love spiffing. It's like, oh, what are you? That's spiffing, darling. It means like really, I think it means really nice, really good. So it's like, oh yes, that car over there, or that lawn, that's spiffing. Let's go outside and smoke a pipe. Obviously that's not, because that's not good for you, but that's so what British people would do. They'd be like, what? On their pipe. Number 6, Cockney rhyming slam dunk. No, Cockney rhyming slang. I don't know. I don't actually know any Cockney rhyming slang. So I just quickly did a little bit of a Google sesh just before this question, and I think my favourite one. So if you guys don't know what Cockney rhyming slang is, I mean, obviously, I swear no one uses it, unless you live in like the East End in London. No one uses it, no one understands it. So don't worry, if you're coming over to the UK, don't be like, I need to learn Cockney rhyming slang like it's a new language. It's not. I don't get it. The one that I love though, so basically what they kind of try and do is use different words to mean something else. So like apples and pears apparently means stairs. I don't know how they thought of this, or who thought of it, or what they were on when they thought of it. No idea. But my favourite one has to be, wait, I've forgotten it. This is so awkward. Wait, what was my favourite? Oh, that was it, okay. So for your eyes, mince pies, bam. I mean, who even thought of that? It's like having massive mince pies on your eyes is never going to work. I'd never be like, oh yeah, what do you think? Like if you're on a night out with the girls and you're like, what do you think of my mince pies? They'd be like, what? Awkward. Okay, number 7, favourites sweet. Oh, I love sweets. I love sweets. Oh my gosh, I went into the jelly bean, is it the jelly bean factory? I don't know if that exists. No, the M&M world. M&M world. Oh my god. I just ate everything. It was so good. My bag was like this. But no, I think my favourite sweet, not chocolate, sweet, would have to be something like, I don't think you can go wrong with a good old, what are they called? The apple things. Oh my gosh, this is so ridiculous. Wait, no, they're pears. Something pears. This is not going well. They're like pear drops. Pear drops, that's the one. Now, I always used to have them when I was like, as a really cool treat. So when we were little, we had to like count them one by one, back in the day when you used to get like 1p sweets. And me and my sister used to love these, I've forgotten them again. These pear things, pear drops. Oh my gosh, this is ridiculous. I don't like anything like licorice or anything that's really strong. I want something really sweet and tasty, and pear drops are amazeballs, even though I'm forgetting their names. Number 8, what would your pub be called? If I owned a pub, God help us all, it would be horrific. I think I'd quite like something, I don't really know. I guess like maybe something really random, like, you know, like some people use like animal names. Maybe I'd have something like the goat's arm. No, that's horrific. I don't know, I'd have to think about this. This is too much pressure, I don't know. Number 9, number 1 British person. Well, obviously other than Queenie, because I absolutely love Queenie, she's really cool. I've never met her before, but I can imagine she'd be super cute. Like, I just really enjoy meeting her. I bet she'd be like great fun. Like, obviously she has to do the whole, you know, hello. I bet behind the scenes she's a party animal. I think most people would probably say like their favourite person is like Kate Middleton, who I absolutely do love. But equally, I mean, I'm thinking British people here, like I'm thinking the royal family, because whenever you say Britain, like that's what it means to me, like the royal family. I know a lot of people don't really like them, but I think they're pretty cool. So Prince Harry, what a legend. I absolutely would love to meet him. He seems so cool. Like all the rest of them have to be really like, you know, he's meant to be really, really straight-laced, very, very forward, you know, whatever. And he's like, screw that, I'm gonna have parties, I'm gonna do this, that'd be me. I'd be like the rebel of the royal family. Okay, number 10. What is your favourite shop / restaurant? My favourite shop probably in the UK, and I don't know if this is actually, I don't think it's all over, but I love Selfridges. Every time I go to London especially, I always go to the Selfridges on Oxford Street. I just love their choice of stuff. I love the randomness of it. Like at the moment, or the last time I went down, you could go in there and create your own Magnum. So like your ice cream, the Magnum ice cream, you could make your own. And then before that, they did this thing where you could take a picture of you, or they took a picture of you and then made you into a 3D person, like well, not a 3D person, a 3D model. I mean, they do the most random stuff, but it's so expensive. I cannot afford anything in there, but I love going and looking around it, especially the food hall. And they do Krispy Kreme donuts. Oh, you have to get a Krispy Kreme donut every time you go to Selfridges. It's like the law. Number 11, what British song pops into your head? Okay, I've got a few. I don't know if this one's British, first of all, but my first ever song that I ever bought, my single I ever bought, Mr. Blobby. Oh yes. Oh yes. If you guys don't know what Mr. Blobby is, he was basically like a blob, and he was just a pink and yellow polka dot thing, and they used to like run around this house with like, what was his name, Noel someone, and he presents on Channel 4 now. Noel someone, I've forgotten his name, but anyway, they used to have so much fun. And then in this house, and like it was a kids TV program, I think it was a kids TV, it was a TV program anyway. And then Mr. Blobby, my idol, brought out his own single. I was so happy. Oh my gosh, I loved it. And then finally, number 12, Marmite. Ugh, I couldn't think of anything worse. I hate Marmite with a passion. I don't understand why anyone would like that tar-like stuff on their bread, on their toast. Oh, if any of you guys don't know what it is, it's basically made from yeast, I think, and it is the most horrific tasting thing I have ever tasted in my life. I just cannot stand it. No thank you. You spread it on your bread or your bagels, and I just hate it. And that is it, you guys. That is the end of my British tag. I'm feeling very British right now. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and thank you so much again to my sister, the lovely TalkBeckyTalk, for telling me to do, well, for putting me up to do this tag, which is very exciting. Now I am going to tag Sasha from the lovely Totally Sasha. If you guys haven't checked him out, please go and do this now, because he is amazing and he does the best recipes, and he's even taught me how to cook, so go and check him out definitely. But Sasha, I want to see your video response definitely. I know it's something a little bit different for you, but I thought you might enjoy this. Please remember to give this video a massive thumbs up for me, and of course to subscribe to my channel if you haven't done already, and I will see you guys in a few days time in my next video. Bye guys! So this one is by Estee Lauder, and it is their Pure Colour Envy range, and it's in number 440, Irresistible. So this is just a really lovely colour. It's very